kind of a crazy game. You guys end up fighting back to take the lead thanks to 3 straight goals and ultimately fall to just get the 1 point. Do you feel like you guys deserve better on a night like this?
Yeah, I mean, to end the first period down 2-0 is tough. I think we're the better team, and sometimes that's just how it happens. Seems like it's happening to us a lot lately, so it's hard to come back and win. We're putting ourselves in that position pretty often right now, so we got to figure that out.
You could see the relief on your face after you scored that goal. How do you guys continue to fight through what's been kind of a tough patch overall?
It seems like just putting the puck in the paint and trying to find rebounds and kind of dirty goals. I think Shea did a great job, and that's kind of what we're going to have to do for the next little bit to get out of this scoring slump we're in.
Just for you, just overall, like, is this something you guys can build off a little bit, like knowing that you guys have scored a couple goals off of rebounds in the last few games, just kind of build on that same momentum going forward as you go on the road a little bit?
Yeah, pretty much the same thing I just said, where goals aren't coming easily, especially from far away from the net. So you just kind of have to grind your way through and find opportunities in the paint.
How exciting was it to see a guy like Bowman make his debut and to be out there with you guys?
Yeah, it's always nice to have young guys play their first game. I think when you see anyone do that, it brings you back to your first game. And whatever it is, if it's a couple words before the game or in between shifts, I think anything you can do to help someone on their first game goes a long way. Communication is key, and for a young kid who's been waiting for that opportunity his entire life, there's more nerves than you think. Yeah, I think he played great. He was strong on the puck. He created some opportunities, and he's got a bright future.
Braeden, let's start right from the start. That rookie lap, how was that for you?
Yeah, it was awesome. Crazy. It's a dream come true. It's a pretty surreal feeling just looking out there and knowing it's your first game, so it was awesome.
Did you feel some nerves the first shift, first 2 shifts, or when did it start to really feel like just another game to you?
Honestly, just during the national anthem, we kind of got the nerves, and right when the puck drops, everything kind of goes away, and you're kind of just focused on the ice, the crowd goes away, everything just, you're focused on the guys on the bench with you, kind of.
I know your parents actually told me before the game you were a big Mitch Marner guy for the past several years, so to be able to share the ice with him and have him give you some compliments, which he did at intermission, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's crazy. A couple years ago, I know I was a big Leaf fan. Watching him and the other guys snap it around there. He's an unbelievable player. He's a great guy, too. He's talking to me a little bit on the bench. Just helped me out, honestly. It's first game. There's a lot of nerves, and he was calming me down a little bit.
I know it's hard to digest right now, but what do you think you'll remember most about tonight?
Just kind of the entire experience, the rookie lap, being able to play with world-class players like Hurdle and Torofeev, even being on the ice with Eichel, it's pretty surreal and hasn't really sunk in yet, but I think that's what I'm going to remember most.
For you, just overall, just seems like on a power play, you just felt right at plays underneath the goal line. So what is about that spot that you feel comfortable in that allows you to kind of play well with that line?
Jack did a really good job of bringing guys to him like he does always. Honestly, it's just my job to kind of read the play. If there's a lane to take it there, take it, and if not, try to make a play. So a couple of times I could have taken it, wish I could have finished one off, but thought I had some good momentum.
Is there a different kind of confidence knowing you can play with those guys? You talk about world-class players, but you look like you fit right in.
Yeah, it's a little bit of confidence. You always kind of believe in yourself and know you can, but until it happens, you never really know. So honestly, they make it pretty easy. So stepping in there, they were awesome on the ice and off the ice in the room as well.
Hi, Bruce Paul de los Santos, NHL.com. Just overall, what do you think of Braeden Bowman's game? And especially, it seems like the power play was a little bit more connected on when he was in there.
Well, the power play wasn't good enough tonight, obviously. But if you're talking about Braeden Bowman, he filled in where we had Stoney, and I think there was some looks there that we were starting to see that we had. For him, it's going to be tough to thread the needle through there, so I was glad he took it to the net. At least that part of it, he was willing to do and did. It's tougher to make those plays. I think he made one into Hurdle, so the more he plays in there, the more comfortable he'll be. Then I think once we establish that a little bit, then we had a shot tip from the top that hit the post. Like now we're using different plays. Jack gets his one time or a couple times, so we're doing different things. So I like the progression of it. Again, we don't get the results. We give up a shorty to finish, so it looks ugly, but I think when we look at it, we took a step in certain areas, and he helped there. So, good for him. The other parts of his game, good on the walls. He got pucks into the middle, composure. Yeah, there's a lot to like. So, good for him. He's waited his turn, not a long time, but he's been good down in Henderson. It sends a good message to those guys that, hey, we're going to use some guys down there if they're going well, and there's more than one going well. So hopefully it motivates those guys down there, and Bo keeps going. It's a tough league to play in. It's 82 times a year, and then it gets harder in April and May. But let's take it one game at a time, and I liked what he did for us tonight. He helped us. He helped us try to win a hockey game. Did his job.
Is it one of those things you feel he can provide a spark to kind of just push some of the guys who are just kind of just like?
Well, I think any good team, if the competition comes from within and you push from underneath, you're going to be better in the long run. Now, let's say he sustains it, at some level, then Stoney comes back and Carton. Now people are looking around. We got another option, right? So that should get everyone's attention, right? That's what you hope with whoever you put in the lineup as young guys.
Alan?
Bruce, closing out games this year, as a coach, what can you do to massage and squeeze these extra points out of these overtime losses?
I don't know. Is that the first time we've given up a goal like that this year? So I'd say closing out games has been a strength of ours, to be honest. Tonight we didn't get it done. So I would say where we failed is we didn't extend the lead on their challenge. On the power play, we had a chance to extend the lead. We didn't generate much, and actually we gave up I think it looked like a good chance 2-on-1. So they made a play with the goalie out. We'll look at it. I think we could have done a little better job on the guy at the goal line low. We could have pressured him more. I think that was a read with our D and our low forward. And in hindsight, I think if our D had to do it over again, he'd go, and that might help close some of those lanes. So that opened a lane, and then we duplicate up high trying to get a shot block. They scored. But for the most part, I think our closing out games, I believe, has been fine. Overtime has not. But the last two overtimes, I mean, we hit a post, we hit a crossbar, we had Pav with the goalie down, and we couldn't get, great save. Much better looks. We've been better in overtime the last two. Who was the other one? Anaheim, correct? I think both of those games, if you told me what was going to happen in terms of the chances, I'd say, okay, I'll take our chances, we'll win. Early in the year, we didn't generate those. I'll say that. I can't remember every game. Seattle seemed like it ended in a hurry. And anyway, Tampa. But the last two were positive steps. I think the last goal, when you save to keep it going. We have a power play opportunity. We could be stronger in the puck in that original face-off draw, obviously, but that's one we need to save, give ourselves a chance in the power play.
Taken a few more penalties recently than you're used to? Is there like a trend of something you're seeing with stick fouls or what?
Young guys, for sure, getting called on the 50-50 ones. Now, Holtzy the other night was a high stick, but I think Reinhart, the interference against, I don't know if it was Florida, this one, they're close. I think the Mitch Marner one was a terrible call, personally. I thought he embellished. Big, strong man, plays a direct game, and just the way he went down, I didn't think it was a call at all, but that's just one. The other ones I'd have to go through. Did Whitey get one in the corner? I don't know if I saw that one. Oh, Lozon in the corner for sure. He's playing hard one-on-one. Guy makes a good move. So you got Losey, you got Reinhart, you got Marner. The puck over the glass is the call, right? Those are ones that happen every once in a while in this league. And who we got left? 4? 5? Who was the other? Lozon? Oh, Hanny. Was that a one-on-one? Yeah. Well, I mean, a couple of one-on-ones. They challenged us one-on-one, and so that's stuff you hope to clean up. But yes, it's not like us to take 5 penalties. So hopefully that's something we're a little cleaner on our one-on-ones, do a better job. I said, Rhino's going to have to learn in this league. He's going to have to be pretty tight with his checking, just because it's a tendency in this league. The officials, they don't give the younger guys as much of a break. That's just the way it is. Not just with our team; it's with 31 other teams. So that's one you'll have to keep in mind.